Alright, so DC's Flash movie finally came out. I can't even remember when this was originally supposed to be released, but it's definitely faced delays, which normally is a pretty bad sign for big budget movies like this. But while it's definitely not a masterpiece or anything, I actually thought this movie was pretty decent. First off, just to get this out of the way, I don't care that Ezra Miller might be insane in real life or whatever. Obviously, it's a totally different conversation to discuss whether someone who's been up to what he's been up to should be afforded the opportunity to continue being involved in such a massive franchise moving forward. But this movie already exists, it is what it is, I'm just going to be objective with it. Miller actually impressed me quite a bit in this. I will say though, I think part of that was due to me having relatively low expectations. In the Fantastic Beasts series, I never found him to be very good, and in the first Justice League movie, I wasn't that impressed either. As the lead in this one though, he actually pulled it off. I thought he handled playing a younger version of himself interacting with the current version really convincingly. There's a couple emotional scenes with his mom too that he was really good in. I do wonder though, like with all the crazy shit in his personal life, like how long ago was most of this actually filmed? And would he even have the ability to reprise this role in the future, or is he like too far gone now? Obviously this is a very CGI heavy movie. Thought it looked pretty alright for the most part. Obviously the Flash's powers are pretty challenging to translate to on-screen. They already mostly figured it out for Justice League I guess, but it's definitely improved here at least a bit. I'm also not sure, I don't think they used de-aging CGI on Miller for the scenes as his younger self, but if they did then that's obviously a huge compliment because I really couldn't tell. The overall plot of The Flash is very kind of meta, interdimensional, time travel-y, and it does feel like superhero movies have gotten too into that lately. I'm looking past it here though because it's mostly Marvel that's been so alternate dimension obsessed the past few years. And again, this movie was supposed to release a while ago, but it got held up for various reasons. Just kind of hope that moving forward they aren't gonna like get crazy having Flash do time travel every single movie now or anything. Mild spoiler warning, I'm not gonna say where the plot goes with it exactly, but I do want to discuss one of the sort of guest characters, if you will. When Barry travels to the alternate dimension and goes to find Bruce Wayne, the Batman of that universe is Michael Keaton's 80s Batman. Personally, I thought that was dope. Keaton was solid in the movie and it's fun to see the old Batmobile and everything. It's just impossible to see that and not think of Spider-Man No Way Home bringing back Tobey Maguire and Willem Dafoe and all that. The movie also in a way has no main villain, which was pretty interesting. Obviously the alternate version of Barry does become an antagonist, but they also reuse General Zod because Barry happened to time travel back to when he was invading Earth. I thought it was really cool that they used an opportunity to show like how Zod's invasion would play out without Superman. When you add all of it up though, I definitely couldn't fault anyone for saying this movie had too much like retread on pre-existing shit incorporated into it. I personally had fun with it and didn't mind, but like I said, it's kind of like, alright, yeah, that was cool, but let's not just be farming nostalgia using alternate dimensions for like every DC Comics movie going forward now, you know? I thought the overall pacing of this movie was pretty good, though there are definitely a couple scenes that felt weirdly rushed. Specifically, the one that stands out to me was when original Barry was trying to get his powers back using the electric chair with Bruce Wayne. Feels like a pretty big, significant moment in the movie. And about halfway through the scene, the editing just got really choppy and was sort of just like, boom, yeah, done, alright, he's got his powers back, cool. Like if they really needed to shave a couple minutes off the runtime, that's certainly a pretty weird scene to take it from. Also, it's not just the throwback Michael Keaton Batman in this movie, Ben Affleck Batman is here too. And when I saw the poster, I was honestly worried by how prominently Batman was featured on it, because I figured maybe they like knew this movie was kind of trash and just added in a bunch of Batman scenes to sell it easier or something. Fortunately though, that's not actually the case. Justice League Batman's barely in the movie at all, and they do let the Flash just fully be the main character here. Overall, I'd have to say the Flash was pretty good, for sure exceeded my expectations. The DC Comics / Justice League universe still feels very messy and disjointed, and this movie doesn't really help with that at all, but as a standalone experience, it is pretty fun. And that's all I got with this one. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments. If you got a minute to like and subscribe, that'd be massively appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.